Hey guys, I'm making a new video. One that will probably suck.
Because I'm running out of ideas!
So there's a Shrek 5. That's cool. And now hear me out. Don't kill me, don't burn me in the middle of town square for saying this. But, personally I don't think the designs are that bad. Or at least not all of them.
You need to leave!
Now hold up.
Get Wi-Fi anywhere you go.
Hold up.
Now I'm not saying that there aren't problems with some of the designs. There are definitely a few that are... They also, for some reason, decided to change Gingy's design. For some reason, I mean, that's like the most unnecessary design choice. It's a pretty simple design. You just had to kind of keep them the same. I don't really know why they decided to change that. I mean, I really don't think anybody was at home going,
yeah, you know that one side character who's like a gingerbread cookie from Shrek? Man, I'm getting kind of bored of his design. I think they should change it. And I'm so glad that they're gonna.
Now, moving on from the design choices, which I think are either unnecessary or really horrendous, we'll move on to the ones that either aren't that bad or are alright. Starting with the Zendaya Shrek girl. I kind of forgot her name, but it's the daughter of the Shronkler. Now, for the most part, I don't really mind the design. It's a little weird, but it's not that bad. I think it's pretty passable. I will admit, though, it is a little weird how she has brown eyes instead of the original blue eyes. What is this implying? What kind of conspiracy theory nonsense is this? But for the most part, it's pretty fine, I'd say. Okay, now we have the big three, Fiona, Shrek, and Donkey. Okay, Fiona looks pretty normal. Just the most normal one out of all of them. Not much has changed. Donkey, you can definitely tell there's differences, but he's passable also. And as for Shrek, I'm not gonna lie, I don't see that much of a difference. He just looks older and slightly off model. That's it. That's the whole difference. And you know what? I don't mind it that much, but I will admit, you know what they could have done? What they could have done was just remake the old models with new graphics, kind of like what they did with Fiona here. Now, that's the only thing I have an issue with. They could have just did that, but they decided to just redesign them. I don't really know why, but they did. Okay, so now we move on to my two main issues with just the movie itself in general. It's probably going to have a really generic storyline that everybody has already heard before or expected. Not only that, but it's probably going to have outdated humor, judging by the trailer. I mean, there's literally a joke in the trailer of Gingy with 2 gumdrops on his butt cheeks, for his butt cheeks, and he's twerking, saying that he's caked up like a bakery and looking like a double wide surprise. God damn. Please, I just want to, please, just no, god damn it. And now we move on to my biggest problem with this movie is...
We didn't need a Shrek 5!
Seriously! I mean, Shrek 4 was a perfect way to end off the series. It was it was a beautiful ending! You could have just ended it that way! Jesus! Shrek 1 was the OG, Shrek 2 was goated, Shrek 3 was a somewhat funny dumpster fire, Shrek 4 was the penultimate, or just, the finale. It was good. It was literally called the final chapter for a reason. Bro. I mean, come on. The movie that had Shane Dawson rumple foreskin in it should have been the finale. But, that's just my opinion. If you like the video, leave a like or a comment. Tell me what you think. Or if you agree or something like that. I'm gonna go somewhere.
It's just Squimby!